Scrub.
The lake was gone, and in its place was grass and scrub.
Formality.
Many cultures have different levels of formality.
Perquisite.
We make up the difference by streamlining inefficiencies and trimming bloated executive compensation and perquisites, beginning with the corporate jet.
Heighten.
They heightened security because we tripped the alarm.
Assimilation.
The Incas were usually satisfied to rule by proxy and gradual assimilation.
Necessity.
Water is a necessity in every procedure of making tofu.
Disposable.
Why don't you just use disposable diapers?
Ingenuity.
The Queen gives Elliot an award for his courage and ingenuity.
Simplicity.
For simplicity, we can classify forces into two types.
Luxuriant.
4 months of daily rainstorms sustained luxuriant vegetation.
Consequential.
Must be exhausting being so consequential.
Scour.
I scoured every inch of that farmhouse, inside and out, twice.
Seasonal.
The winter bamboo shoot is seasonal and hard to preserve.
Murky.
It was an overcast, murky day.
Melatonin.
Melatonin is a powerful hormone that promotes sleep.
Cue.
A commander could give his officer a cue to attack.
Thermal.
But the thermal imaging camera uses temperature too.
Revolution.
He fought in the American Revolution.
ID card.
Make sure you have your ID card. You will need it while you travel.
Romance.
Office romances are a bad idea.
Currently.
This network currently has around 70,000 members.
Inferential.
Inferential statistics lets us test an idea or hypothesis.
Persist.
And this fear even persisted after I started my own company.
Minimum.
Let's raise minimum wage.
Output.
America's oil output will not shrink in 2020. Stash.
I know where the goodies are stashed.
Species.
96% of animal species have eyes.
Subtle.
The effect is so subtle you'd never notice it.
Competent.
Tony is a competent, capable investigator and a good leader.
Select.
And like all good drummers, they select the best drum.
Loose.
My last baby tooth is loose.
Available.
Do you have another room available?
Illustration.
Artist Dave Wachter made illustrations for the comic book.
Slice.
I'll save you a slice of pizza.
Waterfront.
Park has a waterfront property in New Hampshire.
Generic.
People will always appreciate a specific comment more than a generic comment.
Cricket.
I played football, tennis, golf, cricket, but I love my snooker.
Exhale.
The longer you exhale, the more relaxed you're going to be.
Creation.
And energy alone can lead to the creation of an entire universe.
Corporate.
I think we need to define our corporate culture.
Swell.
My whole toe swelled up like a balloon.
Synthesis.
Still, his book is an enjoyable synthesis of a large body of scholarship.
Excreta.
The river is a flowing stream of the filth, dead bodies, excreta, garbage and waste products.
Decapitate.
Silver will kill it, but you may want to decapitate it just to be sure.
Pepper.
Add some salt and pepper, and then enjoy.
Groan.
Just then another groan reached their ears.
Diminish.
The sun's influence diminishes and the ocean starts to freeze.
Naive.
I may be naive, but I'm not stupid.
Upset.
She got upset about money.
Appeal.
The roof is filled with green life that appeals to insects.
Consumption.
One of the problems we can help solve is energy consumption.
Caution.
I thought caution was a virtue.
Average.
The average age is 73, but some are in their 90s.
Blonde.
Howard, there's a blonde girl, Patsy, here to see you.
Burst.
The ball burst. Pop.
Ecology.
Mountains are a very important part of the Earth's ecology and environment.
Profession.
He is a doctor by profession, a skilled one.
For instance,
we do have a lot in common. For instance, we're both into girls.
Transit.
He's in transit to FBI headquarters.
Medieval.
In the medieval age, you accept destiny.
Behave.
How badly I have behaved, she cried.
Devastating.
Lisa's death had a devastating effect on Julie and her family.
Dredge.
We picked up litter on the freeway and dredged the river.
Launch.
2 years ago, Liang Yihu launched a charity project.
Disintegrate.
The Rockies are no longer rising, but slowly disintegrating.
Fade.
I saw the light fade from the sky.
Highway.
The owner died in a highway accident.
Concede.
I will concede that it is possible for a woman to be a killer.
Chef.
Tell them I'm a chef at a big New York restaurant.
Complaint.
You have no cause for complaint.
Irritable.
I've been out hungry and alone and getting real irritable.
Legislation.
Indian lawmakers passed the legislation last year.
Bouncing.
It isn't a brave bouncing girl like you who asks that.
Sizable.
Both strategies involved a sizable risk.
Innovative.
What an innovative solution!
Congestion.
traffic congestion is becoming a major problem for global cities.
Particulate.
The air in here has a lot of particulate rat droppings.
Pollutant.
In fact, every time we take a breath, we are inhaling toxic pollutants.
Megacity.
The megacity attracts people from all over the world.
Allergic.
You're not allergic to cats, are you?
Populace.
And yet you still do not have the respect of the populace.
Proclaim.
I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife.
Supervision.
This project was under my supervision.
Comparable.
Their strength was probably very comparable.
Habitual.
Lauren Colston, habitual offender.
Rehabilitate.
You know, my father helped to rehabilitate that whole borough.
Picturesque.
If something is picturesque, it's beautiful, like a painting.
A field.
Anna's looking much further afield, to Alaska.
Form.
Music is certainly a powerful art form.
Temporary.
You told me your part-time job was temporary.
Spill.
The water spilt from the glass.
Mediocre.
Don't be too hard on yourself. You're not mediocre.
Lead.
Let me lead the way so we don't get lost, huh?
Define.
Happiness can be hard to define.
Figure.
Were you happy with the sales figures, Fei-Fei?
Productive.
In fact, the morning may be the most productive part of your day.
Respond.
She's not responding to my text.
Approval.
His approval meant so much to me.
Smell.
Oh, you guys really smell.
Flaw.
There was a tiny flaw at the center of the diamond.